Big 550 KTRS. This hour is presented by Collier & Thompson Kitchen and Bath. Visit them today at collierandthompson.com.
821 on KTRS. I got a phone call the other day from somebody. It was a strange phone call. It's call me back. So I called him back, and I talked to a man named Stuart Rosenblum who was trying to find bowling balls for his kids. And I said, it's not, you have the wrong number. Anyway, he was like, well, what do you do? I was like, I host a radio show. He says, hey, you want to plug my business? And I was like, that's just crazy enough. Yeah, I do. So we bring to the studio Stuart Rosenblum. Stuart, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Good morning, McGraw.
And your business partner, Lenny Cohn.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Who were you trying to call when you called me?
Well, what had happened is my sons being older today had bowling balls that we had purchased many years ago when they were little children. And I contacted Brunswick Zone to see if they had any interest in acquiring these older kids' bowling balls.
Right.
And what had happened is they gave me a number that was apparently very similar to your number, and driving in the car with a bunch of kids, obviously you can't remember the exact number, and I called and left a message on your phone thinking that you were the owner of the pro shop that wasn't open on that Sunday.
Okay.
And then
so I call you back, and you say, I have no idea why I called you, even though my message says you're calling McGraw Millhaven Big 550 KTRS. You said, I don't know why I called you. You then called me back 2 minutes later and said, well, while I have you, will you plug my business?
Basically, that's what happened. Now, when I had called, obviously I had 3 screaming kids in the background, so I didn't hear that part of it. But that's what happened, and I told you about the business, and then here we are today.
All right. So you brought your partner in, Lenny Cohn, and your business is the first truly kosher stand within Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
What had happened was about a year to 2 years ago, I had brought my daughter to Busch Stadium for one of the games, and being kosher, when we go buy products at Busch Stadium, we actually have to see the box that the product comes in order to assure that particular product is kosher.
Okay.
One occasion, we were waiting online to purchase a super pretzel. And because of what was going on at that particular moment, the box was not available for us to review.
Sure.
My daughter was devastated, and it just so happens that the wonderful people at Busch Stadium, DNC and Sports Service,
Right.
had been right there at the moment. And I had said, hey, we had this incident. My daughter's really upset. What can we do? They asked us where we were seating, and they were fantastic. The chef came out with super pretzels with us, with the boxes to show us that it was kosher.
Now, do you have to, every time you have to look at the box, or just the one time to make sure that box is okay and then it's good forever?
If it is a non-certified stand or store, then we have to verify each and every single time that we're purchasing that particular product that it's kosher, because conceivably the stadium or any other institution can switch that out. They're not obligated to follow any specific guidelines or rules, so we have to verify it was kosher.
So you and Lenny, Lenny, you need to stop talking. You're really just hogging the microphone. You guys started a kosher hot dog stand at Busch Stadium.
Not just a regular hot dog stand. We are in the deli business, Cohn's Kosher Deli in Creve Coeur.
Okay.
It's our 50th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. And we've been trying to get into the Cardinal Stadium for maybe 7-8 years. And Stuart was the fire that got the deal done. The folks at Sports Service, DNC Sports Service, have been really accommodating to us. The Cardinals, they gave us a great spot right behind home plate.
What section?
147, 148.
147, 148. Is it a cart? Is it a brick and mortar stand? What is it?
It is a portable cart, but it's not just a little one. It's a nice 10-foot stand.
Okay.
We offer kosher dogs with grilled onions, sauerkraut, our homemade killer pastrami from Cohn's Deli,
Right.
corned beef, knishes, which people say, what's a niche? They don't know if it's a knish or a niche. So we're going to start giving some samples away. This week we're going to start giving samples away. So they know it's a knish, not a niche.
Now, I don't eat kosher, but can I look at the box if I want to that all this stuff comes into?
You could look at it anytime you want.
Okay, now, but this stand is deemed a certified kosher stand, correct?
It is kosher certified. What's interesting and what you're going to find is that the actual stand has 2 different names. During the week where kosher supervision is available, it's called Cohen's, and during the weekends and Jewish holidays, it's actually called Coney Island Deli. Now, the product that's being sold at that cart in different days. It's the exact same product, but because it can't be inspected and certified as kosher during the Sabbath or during Jewish holidays, therefore we can't actually advertise it as a kosher. We don't want people to be confused.
Okay, out of curiosity, if someone is a kosher observing Jewish person and on Saturday they would eat there, or are they fasting so they wouldn't eat anyway?
Well, if there are people that are observant and Orthodox, they're probably not going to be there on a Saturday because it's Sabbath.
Okay, gotcha.
But if they can go, if they go on a Saturday, if a person is kosher and they go on a Saturday, we can't certify that the actual product is kosher because there's no supervision. However, the product is synonymous with what we sell during the week, so it's the exact same product.
Gotcha. How's business so far?
It's been awesome. We're selling a lot of dogs, a lot of dogs. The price point of the dogs is a little bit less than the pastrami sandwiches, but we're in the ballpark price-wise with all the other stands at the stadium.
Right.
And, we try to spice it up. When people are in line, I try to give them, it's like at the store, I try to give them a little special something.
Right.
So I'll put some pastrami on a hot dog once in a while, give them a little extra spice, give them a pastrami dog. And
does my Cards Cash work at your stand just like everything else?
Yes, the Cards Cash works there.
Right.
They sell beer and sodas at our stand, so you can get everything in one shot.
Right.
And, we try to make sure everyone leaves happy.
Now, when you say a Coney Island hot dog, what do you mean by I know what you mean by a Coney Island hot dog. You guys know what you mean. But some of these niches out there, they don't know what you mean by a Coney Island hot dog.
There's a lot of niches out there.
Well, explain to people what a Coney Island hot dog is.
It's a kosher frank. We're selling knockwurst at our stand, which is just a large kosher frank, all beef. And we offer sauteed onions and sauerkraut, deli mustard, and you can jazz it up as much as you want. And that's what a Coney Island frank is.
I'm really jonesing for a Coney Island hot dog.
It's funny because when we first started, it's a lot of stuff to take down to the stadium. It's a new gig for us to do down there. So I'm trying to cut a corner and not just have an easy inventory down there. So I didn't send any onions down. I said, they're not going to need the onions. We'll give them kraut. First guy in line says, where's the sauteed onions? And he says, oh, I don't have them. I said, I don't have them. He says, well, give me the dog anyway. About the fifth guy, opening day, says, where's the sauteed onions? So I said, we don't have any. He says, well, I'm going down to another stand to get the sauteed onions. So Stuart was there, and he went down, borrowed some onions from a different stand, third inning, and since then, we got the whole deal.
Did you say borrowed, as in really borrowed, or just sort of took without somebody looking?
Acquired.
Okay, there we go. All right, so that's Stuart Rosenblum, as well as Lenny Cohn, and during the week, at section 147, it's called
Cohn's Home of the Killer Pastrami, the Cohn's Deli Stand.
Cohn's Deli Stand. And then on Friday and Saturdays,
Coney Island Deli.
Coney Island Deli. And it's right outside section 147.
147, 148.
147, 148. And you're there every home game.
Yes. And then we offer the same products at our store in Creve Coeur. Family-run business.
Why don't you guys buy an ad now? Now you're getting greedy. Now you're plugging your own deli.
Hey,
come on now. What's going on here?
My faith. I gotta go what I can get.
All right. Stuart, best of luck, and don't ever call me again, all right?
Thank you very much for having us.
You got it. Good. 8:29 here in the Big 550 KTR.